Life is short, and most of us waste it on things that don't really matter. Today, I'm going to show you how to stop wasting your precious time and start living intentionally. Let's face it, life is short. In the grand scheme of things, our entire existence is just a fleeting moment in time, and yet most of us act as if we have forever. We worry about things that will never matter. We chase approval from people who don't even know our real worth. We postpone our dreams because we're waiting for the perfect time, which never comes. Think about the hours you spend scrolling endlessly on your phone, watching videos, or getting lost in other people's lives. Imagine all those hours stacked together. It could be years of your life, years that you'll never get back. And the truth, the things we often waste our time on don't make us happier, they don't make us wiser, and they certainly don't bring meaning to our lives. We get caught in routines, obligations, and distractions, telling ourselves, "I'll do it tomorrow," or "I'll live fully when things are better." But tomorrow is never guaranteed. Life doesn't wait. Opportunities pass by. Moments with loved ones slip away. And one day, you realize that all the time you thought you had is gone. That's the reality check most of us avoid facing every day. Here's the thing, every second counts. Every choice you make either brings you closer to a life you'll be proud of, or pushes you further into regret. The sooner you understand this, the sooner you can start making changes. Life is not about perfection. It's about presence. It's about prioritizing what truly matters and letting go of what doesn't. And that's why understanding your time wasters is so important. Before you can live intentionally, you first need to recognize where your life is slipping away, and that's what we're going to dive into next. Identify the time wasters. Now that we've faced the reality, life is short, it's time to get honest with ourselves. What's stealing your time? What's quietly draining your energy without you even noticing? Social media and digital distractions. Let's start with the obvious. Social media, endless scrolling, binge-watching videos, or constantly checking notifications. These may feel harmless, even fun, but they silently consume hours of your life every day. Hours that could be spent learning, creating, or connecting with people who truly matter. And the worst part, the more time we spend online, the less present we are in real life, missing the moments that actually make life meaningful. Toxic relationships. Take a look at the people around you. Are there relationships that drain you more than they uplift you? Toxic friendships, unsupportive family members, or colleagues who constantly bring negativity into your life. These are heavy chains you don't need to carry. Every second you spend trying to please someone who doesn't value you is a second lost forever. Fear and procrastination. Then there's fear, fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. How many opportunities have you missed simply because you were afraid to take a step forward? How many dreams have been pushed aside, waiting for a moment that never comes? Fear is a silent thief of time, and procrastination is its partner, convincing you to wait until tomorrow, while life passes you by. Unnecessary worry and overthinking. We also waste time overthinking, worrying about things beyond our control. Will I fail? What will they think? What if this goes wrong? These endless loops of mental stress don't solve problems. They only steal peace, energy, and precious hours. Life is too short to live in someone else's expectations or in the shadows of hypothetical scenarios. Here's the truth. Time is your most valuable asset. The sooner you identify your personal time wasters, the sooner you can reclaim your life. Make a list, reflect honestly, and ask yourself, what's really worth my attention? What deserves my energy? What will I regret not doing when I look back? Once you've identified the things that steal your time, the next step is simple but powerful. Start replacing them with actions, people, and experiences that actually matter. That's where real change begins. Prioritize what matters. Now that you've identified what's stealing your time, it's time for the most important step, prioritizing what truly matters. Life is short, and your energy is limited. Every choice you make is either moving you toward fulfillment or pulling you away from it. Focus on meaningful relationships. Start with the people in your life who uplifts you, inspires you, and makes you feel alive. Spend more time with them. Let go of relationships that drain you or hold you back. Surround yourself with people who support your growth, challenge you in positive ways, and make your life richer. Because in the end, the people we love and share moments with are what we remember most. Invest in yourself. Next, focus on your personal growth. Invest your time in learning, in building skills, in exploring your passions. The knowledge and experiences you gain today will shape the person you become tomorrow. Don't let fear, doubt, or distractions steal these precious opportunities. Experiences over possessions. Life isn't measured by possessions, achievements, or likes on a screen. It's measured by experiences. Travel, explore, create, laugh, and connect. Memories last far longer than material things. Prioritize the moments that make your heart feel full and your soul feel alive. Daily reflection. A simple practice can transform your life. Every morning, ask yourself, what matters most today? What will I do today that my future self will thank me for? By consciously making choices that align with your values, you reclaim control over your time and energy. When you focus on what truly matters, everything else naturally fades into the background. You stop chasing distractions and start living with purpose. And that's when life begins to feel meaningful, intentional, and truly yours. Stop seeking approval. One of the biggest ways we waste our time is by seeking approval from others. We spend years trying to fit in, to be liked, to live up to other people's expectations. And in the process, we forget to live for ourselves. The trap of people pleasing. Think about it. How often have you said yes to something you didn't want to do just to avoid conflict or gain someone's approval? How often have you hidden your true thoughts, opinions, or feelings because you were afraid of judgment? This constant people-pleasing drains your energy, distracts you from your goals, and keeps you from being fully alive. Freedom and authenticity. The truth is, no one can truly give you validation. Approval is fleeting, temporary, and often based on someone else's perception of you. Real freedom comes when you stop asking for permission to be yourself. When you embrace who you are, flaws and all, you reclaim your power, your time, and your energy. Living for yourself. Start asking yourself, am I living for me or am I living for them? Choose actions, goals, and relationships that resonate with your values, not someone else's expectations. It's not selfish, it's necessary. Because living a life designed by others is a life wasted. Once you stop seeking approval, you open the door to action, growth, and progress. And that brings us to the next step, embracing action over perfection. This is where real change begins. Embrace action, not perfection. Now that you've stopped seeking approval, it's time to take action. One of the biggest mistakes we make is waiting for the perfect moment to start living, creating, or chasing our dreams. But perfection doesn't exist. Waiting for it only wastes more of your precious time. The illusion of perfection. Perfection is an illusion that keeps us stuck. We spend months or even years planning, researching, and overthinking, believing that someday everything will be flawless. Meanwhile, life is passing by. Every moment you wait is a moment lost forever. Moments that could have been filled with progress, experience, and growth. Action over fear. The truth is, action is what creates results. Even small steps matter. Even imperfect steps matter. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to start. Each step, no matter how small, brings clarity, momentum, and confidence. Action transforms fear into courage and hesitation into achievement. Learning and growing through doing. Mistakes are not failures, they are lessons. Every time you take action, you learn, you grow, and you get closer to the life you want. Waiting for perfection only delays your growth. Action, even when imperfect, is how meaningful lives are built. So stop waiting. Stop overthinking. Stop letting fear or self-doubt control your time. Start now, take imperfect action, and let the journey shape you. This is how you make the most of the life you've been given. Here's the truth you need to hear today. Life is short and every second is precious. You can't get back the time you waste. But the good news, you have the power to choose how you spend it starting right now. Reflection on choices. Ask yourself, are you living a life designed by others or a life designed by you? Are you letting distractions, fear, and approval-seeking steal your energy? Or are you focusing on the people, experiences, and goals that truly matter? The choices you make today shape your tomorrow. And the sooner you start making conscious choices, the richer your life becomes. It doesn't matter how small the step is. What matters is that you move. Stop overthinking, stop waiting for the perfect moment, and stop letting fear hold you back. Every small action you take toward what truly matters compounds into a life full of purpose, growth, and joy. So today, make a promise to yourself. No more wasting time on things that don't serve you. Prioritize what matters. Take action even if it's imperfect. Live intentionally. Love deeply. Learn constantly. And most importantly, live a life that you'll look back on without regret. If this message spoke to you, take one step today toward your purpose. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Hit like, subscribe for more life-changing insights, and remember, your time is your most valuable asset. Spend it wisely.